Hello, beautiful being. Today we are going to jump into a combination of calisthenics and Pilates. This is a strong flow, but it's also designed so that you can go slow and utilize this practice from follicular ovulation into your luteal phase pre-bleed. And if you are feeling edges, challenges, anything comes up, just want you to embrace it with a smile, come back to your intention. So let's take a moment to set our intention. Bring your hands to heart center, take 3 deep breaths in through the belly, up through the nose. And exhale, let it out with the mouth. You can just drop the shoulders, drop the hands. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in, exhale, release, let go. 1 more time like that. Breathe up the central channel of the front body. And then exhale, let it go down the spine into the earth to be recycled into new energy. Let's go. Bring the hands into heart center. And dropping into a 1-word intention today. Maybe it's embracing all those challenges with love. Maybe it's presence or focus, connection. And let's use that nostril breath. And just for 3 rounds now, let's come into the breath. We're going to inhale for 4, exhale for 8. Inhale for 4, exhale for 8. Last one, inhale for 4, exhale for 8. And then we'll hold the breath out for 10 to 20 seconds. When you're ready from the belly, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out the nose, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gentle breath in, gentle breath out. Beautiful. Let's do it. I'm using a foam roller today. It's okay if you don't have a foam roller today. You can always lay on your 2 blocks to open up your back, just like this. So 2 blocks stacked like so. You will need your blocks today. You will need your resistance band, and I'm also going to use another resistance band. If you don't have a long resistance band like this, that's all good. Right now, you can just use the other resistance band. It's just going to be a little more challenging. But if you have a small one, great. If you have medium, I'm using extra strong today. So grab your small and your extra strong. If you just have one, that's all good too. I'm going to lay on my back just to start with the soles of the feet touching. And take a moment, feeling the back open up if you do have your roller rolling here, otherwise on the block. Just feeling your breath, moving it into the back of your lungs. Feeling the shoulders switch on now on your blocks or your roller. You can straighten the legs, have the roller or the blocks just underneath your shoulder blades, your scapula. Take your hands parallel behind you, straighten your arms. And I want you to squeeze and lift your pubic bone. You can actually point your toes here, lift your bum off the ground, and then tuck your chin in. We're opening the shoulders, we're setting the pace because we're going to move into a handstand towards the end of this practice. I want you to align the body as if you're in your handstand. And exhale, relax the hands down, arch in the back. So when you exhale, I want you to lift the pubic bone and pull it up into the belly button. And I want you to keep the shoulders open. Now, open shoulders are away from the head. There's space, right? The shoulder blades are wide, right? You move your breathing into the back wide. And instead of feeling like everything's cramped and your hands are in front of your head, try to keep taking your hands back, but keeping the lower ribs pulling in and down. So naturally the body wants to come up like this, open shoulders. Doing your best to pull your shoulders open and down towards the earth. When you're ready, exhale, come up. 2 more times like this. Squeeze, tuck the chin in, open shoulders. Bring those lats, roll the shoulders down and in. And imagine there's a weight on your hands and it's pressing your hands down towards the ground. Keep lifting through the bum, lower ribs. Exhale, relax. Now I'm peak sun because I'm in ovulation and I feel like sweating. If you're wiltering and moving into your deeper luteal phase, then I would choose a shady spot today for this practice. Inside or outside, your choice, your medicine. Exhale, last time, let's go. Breathing in and exhale, press up. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rolling on down into your forward fold. Little pulses here for 5, 4, 3. Hello hamstrings. 2, 1. Inhale, come back to your intention throughout your practice. Now, let's move the roller away. If you feel like you need an extra little roll, you can do that. Let's grab the resistance band. Remember, you can use this one. Okay, I'm going to use this. So we can be in our broken toe position. I like to manipulate the toes out like so. Spread the toes wide. Press the toes into the mat. Squeeze the legs together. Tuck the pelvis in and under, long through the spine. Think that your energy is growing longer than your body, always, because that will pull you up and it will create alignment. In our movement, what we are trying to do is go above and beyond the posture, the pose, the look, right? What the structure of it is, and feel the internal connection. Right now, you are quite literally reconditioning, right? Your neuroplasticity is opening and there's new neurons firing and wiring. And this is really important because it also gives us that deeper motivation and why to show up to a practice that's a little more comprehensive than just our any day yoga, Pilates strength class. So we're going to bring the hands into parallel. We're going to pull apart. Let's do our pull aparts here. Now, naturally, some of us are going to feel it here, right, in the side and the shoulders and maybe even biceps. But actually, we are working into our shoulder blades. We're working into our beautiful wings. We're working into our lats. And again, I want you to try breathe wide. Naturally, you might not be breathing wide in the beginning, but even if you just start to fake it, start to tell yourself you are, that's when the connection will happen and the synapses will be made and open up that powerful rhythm or that connection where we're just breathing and opening up that space. Let's do it. So for 10, we're going to pull apart as hard as we can. 10, 9, make the sounds. It's really fun. 8, 7, core is on. You won't pull it too far, but you can try. 5, can't count. 4, keep pulling it apart. You want to feel it in your back. Take your awareness into your upper back. 3, 2, 1. This is really going to set you up for handstands. Now take your hands above your head. Pull all the way down, little rest, all the way down. But look how my neck and my head wants to come forward. Legs together, core is on. Keep that long spine. Tuck the chin in, sit back. Again, up and around. Now when you do this, notice that my arms are straight. If you're double jointed or hypermobile, what you want to do is if your arms turn all the way in, all the way rotating in or out, you just want to bring them into alignment so they're not too far in or out. Your arms, your hands are facing forward like you're going to punch someone. Inhale here. Relax the shoulders away from the neck, from the head. Exhale, go back, go back. Keep the straight arms, keep the straight. If you get to a point where you feel like you're going to dislocate your shoulder, go a little wider. And let's do that again 3 more times, coming back the same way we went through. So notice where you might be building that strength, that length, here working mobility. You got this. Yummy. Can you feel the sticky bits, the clunky bits, the stiff bits? Yeah, we're hydrating that. Remember that the people that live the longest are the ones that breathe less and actually are more hydrated. And that's not just from water, that's from mobility, right? Movement like this. And also now the stats have come up around people that live the longest eat the less. And of course they eat like 70% when they eat. How often in this Western culture do we eat till we're full? So let's leave some room, leave some space. Always leave some space because there's always another phase, another progression, another improvement, but we also want to integrate. Woo! what's happening right now in the body where we're at. And take note, take that mental note. Okay, relax that. Now, let's bring the block into it. Cork block, nice and heavy, strong and stable. If you have foam blocks, grab one of those, that's cool too. Bring the hands up here. I want you to press up. Okay, you're gonna press your pubic bone forward, tuck the pelvis. Notice that I'm not arching, I'm not flaring my ribs. Nothing is flaring. I've got this nice, strong, neutral spine. Now I'm also tucking into a C curve, right, making this little C. Okay, and you're gonna bring your lower shoulders all the way down. I want you to press the block. Press, 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 and move the block forward, keeping that activation. So at all times right now, I am pressing as hard as I can. I actually want to squish this block, like if you were using your major muscle groups, but right now we're using more of the micro and the weaker muscle groups. So it's going to be a little more about your mind and presence and focusing on my guidance here as you roll down. Arms come down. Keep the core on. Please keep the core on. Really important. Keep the core on. Keep squeezing the bum. You're not letting go of the bum, and you keep the squeeze in the pelvic floor. Press. You're going to try push the shoulders back while holding the block, but keep the ribs down. As soon as you flare, you're coming out. I want you to keep that activity. Keep everything active. You're doing great. It's not easy. This is how we prep for handstands. This is how we use body weight. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, relax the block. Now we're going to take that band, resistance band, and like a yoga belt. Mine's kind of the same length, so it's great. We're going to have that band just in front of our elbows. And we're going to sit back down in our broken toe pose. We're really breaking our toes today, so make sure your big toe is wide. It's not cramped in. All right, spread the toes. Pulling the arms apart. You got this. Keep the legs together, core on. Ribs aren't flaring. Make sure you draw everything in and down. All right, notice my shoulders want to stick. I want to draw them down. And so when I say that, you can look at me for a moment. Okay. This is closed shoulders. This is open shoulders. Notice that little difference between closing and then opening. Keep the resistance. Keep the resistance. 5, 4, pressing the hands out. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming into your pike push-up. We're working into a more challenging version. We've got the resistance from the band, right? Trying to push our arms in. I want you to keep pressing your arms out. And you're actually going to grab a block and place that on a high setting. And I want you to have that block in alignment with your index fingers below. Right? And then keep your hands a little wider. Okay, feet into your pike push-up position, legs together. Don't worry, we're going to come off the arms soon and move into our core and then finish with legs. Exhale, moving forward, touching the block. Inhale back. Exhale down. Inhale back. Try it reverse. Bring the feet in a little bit closer. Now inhale forward. Exhale back. Hello shoulders. Take the hands a little wider if you can. Fighting the resistance. Good. It's going to feel, your posture is really going to change after this practice. 3 more like that. Good. Pick up the pace. Keep your eye gaze forward. One more. Exhale back. Good. Come down to the ground. Take the band off for a moment. Working into our core, little active rest. You got this. Let's do it. Okay, instead of falling down, roll down, nice and slow and controlled. Rolling down, rolling down. Good, work that core. You got a strong abdominals, you got so much energy. Right here, right here. And when we build this muscularly, we are also energetically building it because we're harnessing that energy, we're feeling it out, and we're working with its softness and also its strength. Bring the hands, interlace them behind the head. Keep the elbows wide. flat back. Cannot get your hand in there. Your hand would get stuck. It's how flat and stuck to the ground it is, and it almost lifts your bum off the ground. Come into tabletop position. Have the feet a little higher, knees away from the hips. Single leg extensions for 10. Let's pick up the momentum. The pace is 9, for 8, for 7, for 6. Bring the knees back to hip distance or a little further away. Keep the lower core on. Pussy power on. Let's go. Bring that pussy into the play. 5, you got this. 4, 3, doing amazing. 2, and 1. Let's hold both legs high in tabletop, hands out wide. Bring the chin into the chest. Work those front neck muscles for 5. For 4, you got this. For 3, you can. For 2, you can. For 1, and knees into chest. Woo! Hello, core. Really worked you this weekend. Feels great. Rock and roll, sitting up. Beautiful, lowering down into that position where your core first switches on. You don't have to meet that edge yet. We'll start here. Right, hands out wide. I want you to have a regal chin. We're not rolling the shoulders in. We want to be nice and strong in the back. Beautiful. From here, we're going to press the legs out. Single taps for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with your breath. Come into tabletop. Now we're going to lift the legs nice and high and do a little calisthenics. This is where we blend the Pilates. We're going to do jackknives, and I want you to keep the strength and the motivation as you lift your hands to meet your feet, okay? You can use a bit of momentum. Let's go for 10, for 9, for 8, coming into a pike, and then bringing the legs high. 7, 6, you got this. 5, come on. 4, 3, woo. For 2, woo. Off balance today. Last one. 1, you. Butterfly pose. Okay, bring the band on, just above the knees. Slowly roll down, interlace the hands behind the head. And here, bring the knees away, flat back. Okay, let's come into some frogs. I'm going to frog the legs out, working the inside of the legs. For 10, for 9, with control. For 8, for 7, press. Keep the back flat. 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into chest. Breathing in. Little rock side to side. You're doing great. All right, last part of this sequence with the band on. I'm going to roll into cat and try some donkey kicks. But before we do that, let's just make sure we have our alignment. So hands in shoulder width. The shoulders move away from the head, neutral spine. We're not cocking the head back or forward, gently tucking the chin, neutral with the spine. So imagine your energy growing longer. The left knee is in to hip distance. The right foot is out. We're going to tone that beautiful bum, those legs. We're going to press, lift the leg, and then slowly come down. Press, so explosive press, slow, lower. Okay, when you're ready, exhale up for 10, slowly lower. For 9, for 8, for 7, for 6. Do not arch the back. Keep the glutes and the hamstrings working. 5, 4, stay with the breath. 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee in. Same on the other side. Let's change over. Left leg is straight. Keep the hips square. Using that left glute, that really powerful left glute and hamstring. Let's go for 10, for 9. Stay with the breath. 8, 7, nostril breath. Let it come naturally. No arch in the back. Just work the hamstrings and the glutes. 5, 4, 3. Got this. 2. One more. 1. Good. Slowly coming up. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, rolling down. Pull the head towards the ground. Sandwich upper body into lower body. Feel those beautiful hamstrings nice and long. Interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and roll down. Inhale, breathe the air in. Exhale. Little shake. Come back to your intention. All right, are you ready? We're going to come into our leg series to finish. You got this. Stay with it. Stay with your breath. Connect to your body. And notice your challenges, your breakthroughs, old you, new you. You know, what are you moving through now that was different from yesterday? Okay, this is where when we observe without judgment and we embrace with love, future us comes to us now. We embody her right in this moment. You're embodying her when you choose that new way of thinking, of breathing, of doing. All right, when you're ready, we're going to come into our squat. In a basic squat position, our toes are turned outward at the edges of the mat. You're always driving through your heels, okay, until we go into the balls of the feet. Really important that you keep this tuck. And as you lower down, I want you to think you're sitting back and naturally the body comes and rolls a little bit forward. We're not going all the way. People look like this, all right? So your knees actually are going forward as you sit back. Just try that and then up. Good, we're gonna explode up, slow down, explode up, got it? So breathing in, hands into heart center, and then exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. One more like that. I'm doing an O-shaped breath to exaggerate, stay with your nostril breath. The whole time I'm active, and I do a lot of weighted squats, and even this is like, I can feel it turning everything on, right? So you want to make sure that when you are in your squat position, you don't have any weight, you're really tuning in. You might want to even close your eyes to feel the connection with your breath, your heels, your body. I want you to be in your body, okay? Breathing in. We're not in our head, our mind is gone. We're just here, we're all of this, working together as one. All right, now let's challenge you. All right, so this is going to be a fast-paced sequence. We're going to come down, moving on to the right ball of the foot and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left side, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hello, quads. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs, if you can. 10, 9. You got this. 8, 7. Hands out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lifting up. Calf raise at the top and down. Now we've got endurance working, toning the body and moving into higher energy. Good in the morning and rest in the other. If you're doing this at night, make sure you have a few hours of space to rest the body and relax the body to bring it down into a sleepy state. Come back to squat, moving down into a plank, last part of the sequence. All right, working into the core, hands a shoulder distance, bum is down, squeeze, shoulders away from the head, right knee to right elbow, left knee to left elbow. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward dog. Exhale. Let's move into a chaturanga. And little spinal wave. Plank. One more time. Right knee to right elbow. Left knee to left elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Rolling down onto the chest. And with the band on, bring the hands onto the heels. Breathing in. Pull the feet away. Pull the hands open. Chest open, heart open. Squeeze the bum. Relax. Take a moment with the hands as a pillow, forehead to mat. Relax. Roll the hips side to side. Oh, how good does it feel to breathe? All right, my love, you are finished. And what we're going to do to close is come into controlled play, controlled handstand play. And to do that, you're going to grab a foam block or no block. Hopefully you have a thin foam block, otherwise the cork blocks are a bit heavy. I'm going to bring that block into your most dominant side. For me, I'm going to use my left today. That block is going to be tucked into my lower left belly and thigh. And we're going to practice our half Hanuman coming up into our controlled handstands. So here you want to focus on a drishti point. Tell your hands you're going to take all of the weight. Eye of the elbows in, not too far. You're going to bring your fingers into play here. Really important. Press through the tips of the fingers. Left leg is bent, squeezing that block. Pussy on, squeezing the pelvic floor on. Take the right leg straight into the air. Squeeze that left knee into your chest. And imagine you have another block in between your inner thighs. Let's practice here for 5, 4, 3, squeeze, elbows straight, keep your arms straight, press into the ground like you're trying to fly into the core of the earth. Press, 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 squeeze, 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 squeeze. Last one, try to hold. Squeeze the fingers, squeeze the fingers. Woo! There goes the block. And now, we sit in a meditation and relax the body. If it feels better for you to do a few little twists and then relax lying on your back in Shavasana, option is there. Otherwise, sitting in your meditation and noticing how powerful it is when you sit in meditation after moving your body like that. I always find everything is just silent. So I'm so in my body and relaxed. And for the next few breaths, just noticing your heartbeat, your body temperature, any new sensations. Tuck your chin in, lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders and your jaw. Hands on your knees facing down or up. I like to have my thumb on my fourth finger. My fourth finger is water element. And my thumb is ether, so I'm just coming into grounded, cooling energy. Stay with your breath. Notice the current state of your body, of your mind, the peace, the stillness, the ease, the emptiness, the pleasure. If there are any thoughts or distractions, just come back to the breath, come back to the body. All we're doing in this meditation is observing our breath and observing whatever is present and then letting it go. I see you, I feel you, and now I let you go. like clouds passing by in the sky. Just remember that this is the most important part of your practice. And whether or not you like it or believe it, this part of the practice is the real results, the progressions, the goals, the things that you really desire and want. That's here, right now. That's what this is. Closing your practice, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, bowing your head to your heart, to your body in reverence and respect and love and gratitude for showing up today. Setting a new intention for the rest of the day. Stay present, stay connected, speak your truth, embody your beauty. Remember that you are stardust. You are quite literally the gateway between heaven and earth. You are a very, very powerful woman. Very, very, very powerful and intelligent and absolutely, absolutely amazing at what you do every day. Just remember that. Keep choosing boundaries. Keep choosing to honor. And the last thing I'll say is remember to be grateful and remember to drop into your pleasure and your desires and your sensuality. So that is balance, that is breath and life force for us women. So keep dropping into that center. Come back to your center. Much love. Thank you, Mother Earth. Mwah. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Blocks.